They say a painting can speak louder than words. But this one screamed with blood, madness, and grief. Ivan the Terrible and his son Ivan is not just a painting. It's a silent scream from Russia's darkest hours. Painted in 1885 by Russian artist Ilya Repin, this artwork depicts the immediate aftermath of a tragedy. Ivan IV, the first Tsar of Russia, known as Ivan the Terrible, has just struck his son, also named Ivan, in a fit of uncontrollable rage. The son lies dying in his father's arms. Ivan the Terrible's eyes are wide, bloodshot, horrified by what he's done. Repin captures the frozen second between violence and realization, between power and guilt, between dynasty and destruction. This event isn't fiction. In 1581, Ivan the Terrible did strike his son during an argument, possibly over his daughter-in-law's attire or a political disagreement. The blow was fatal. This act ended the life of his intelligent and capable heir, and left the Russian throne to his unprepared second son, Fyodor. The result? Russia fell into chaos, a period known as the Time of Troubles. A time marked by famine, war, and foreign invasions. The setting of the painting is based on a 17th-century room from the chambers of the Romanov boyars. The throne, mirror, and caftan were all inspired by pieces from the Kremlin armory, and the chest in the background belonged to the Rumyantsev Museum. Repin didn't just imagine the scene, he rebuilt it with historical precision. Ilya Repin was one of Russia's greatest realist painters. But more than technique, Repin painted emotion. He spent 3 years on this painting, sketching, reworking, and obsessing over every detail. He even visited mental hospitals to study expressions of insanity and grief. To find the right faces, Repin carefully selected models from real life. He used friends, strangers, even fellow artists. Ivan the Terrible was modeled by the painter Grigory Myasoidov and the composer Pavel Blahrenberg. Tsarevich Ivan was modeled by the landscape painter Vladimir Menk and writer Vsevolod Garshin. When asked why he chose Garshin, Repin said, "There is a predestination in Garshin's face that struck me. He has the face of a man irreparably condemned to perish." The painting was controversial from the start. It criticized the abuse of power and the emotional consequences of unchecked violence. In 1913, it was attacked with a knife by a mentally ill man. The damage was severe, but it was restored. Then in 2018, it was attacked again, this time with a metal pole. The glass shattered, the canvas tore, but still, the painting survived, scarred, but intact. Some even say, this painting has become a symbol of how truth in art refuses to stay silent. Why does this painting still matter? Because it's not just about one man and his son. It's about the cost of anger, the weight of regret, the danger of absolute power, and the human need for redemption, even when it comes too late. Repin didn't just paint history. He painted what history feels like.